Hey everyone, Ivy League Gaming here, and today we're playing Higan Eruthyll. For today's video, we're going to take a moment and discuss some of the pluses and minuses of this game. For this video, we're talking about what needs to be fixed. Alright, so I'm really enjoying this game overall, but there's so many things I'm constantly noticing and seeing other people talk about as well that just needs to be worked on for this game to stay successful. So for this video, I might sound a bit ranty and complainy, and that's not how I want to be as a content creator overall, but this video is going to be discussing the things I don't like about the game and the things that they just need to fix that seem insane to me. So we might feel a little bit ranty, I apologize in advance, but do know that my next video to come out will be talking about things I do like about this game. We are going to talk about that too, because this is a really great game. It's really interesting, and I definitely think it has amazing potential to stick around and grow, hopefully, especially when the actual real global launch happens. I just really hope, developers, if you're listening, that by the time global launch happens, some of these things at least are fixed. So let's get to that list. Alright, number one is the energy. We only have 125 energy to use daily. Otherwise, we have to use our premium currency. Sure, it makes me feel like some crappy energy like we had in Raid Shadow Legends, that's for sure. And the reality is the same. So you go in and let's say, alright, I'm working on upgrading my skills. So, that's experience. We were upgrading our skills, okay? So we're gonna go ahead and clear some stuff. Okay, cool. 21 energy for one battle? Like 5 battles, and we're not even 6 battles, and I've used all of my daily energy for the whole day. We're just done. That's it. Done. What? Like, what? It just seems crazy to me. I don't like that at all. It doesn't make any sense. They really should have a higher cap on energy, make it regenerate faster, or make us not have to use premium currency to upgrade it. Maybe be a little bit more generous with these refills. I don't know. We only have these refills, like this tube came because of a special, like, woohoo, we reached a milestone, which is great and all, but still. Not good enough. It's not going to be consistent. We should get energy refills with our logins, maybe more. Maybe here with our... Does there seriously no? That doing our dailies should give us some energy refills. Doing our weeklies. Okay, there's one in the weekly. One. Come on. We need ways to actually play the game. And to be honest, it feels like they're pretty stingy when it comes to getting the summoning sigils in this game overall. These sigils seem really stingy and very slow to come by, except with temporary things like that one message I just showed. So we kind of feel like we're forced to use our premium currency if we want to do any sort of summons to get our account going. So that's kind of a bummer. I mean, I know it's our reality too, is as a player you need to decide to be smarter and save your premium currency, your gems, your diamonds, your whatever. In this game, the word that nobody wants to pronounce, we'll call them Debriostol. Dub. You don't want to use your dubs. Or dubs. Don't want to use our dubs for this, ideally, if they just gave us a little bit more of this to start with. Like, when you first start playing, the first exciting thing to do is to summon and get some characters, right? Gotta give us a little more to start with to have some excitement, I think, personally. At least they had that beginner banner that's cheaper, I guess. That's a plus. But still, I really don't like feeling that we have to use this on summons or we can't summon at all. Or this should be saved for our energy, right? Which is, I mean, to be fair, maybe that's what we really need to be doing, is saving that for our energy. It is what it is. But alright, oh hey, as I get all the logins. Good timing. This is something fun, at least. Okay, go away. So energy. Speaking of energy, and the problem and the lack thereof it. Events. So we have a brand new event already. And what is this event doing? Making us farm if we want to be able to get resources to get the rewards in the first place from the event. And what does it take? The same energy. If you're going to do a limited time event, which is cool and all, that has a freaking gacha style shop, again, which is cool, somewhat cool and all, don't make it waste our same resources that we want to save for focusing specific areas of the game as we're trying to progress our account. Especially on day 2, day 3 of this. It was day 2 for me still, day 3 for I think the game technically. On day 3, the brand new event popped, guys. On day 3, this event popped. What? Like, this whole new event of a whole new mission list, pushing through this multiple, like, content here. This popped on day 3. We just got the game. Slow down. Slow down. I really think they should have been a little bit slower with releasing this. It doesn't make any sense to release such a new thing already. Like, it literally just started. So now we're torn on where do I spend my very, very, very limited energy? Oh my god, I have to use it here, or else I can't get the resources to summon. If we want to get the resources to summon on, oh wait, a brand new banner already? Oh wait, they don't take us there, do they? Ay, ay, ay. So this event came with a new banner already. Like, it's too much. Slow down. Like, the game just came out. Don't distract us with another banner, with another limited time event. Let us work on what's already in the game first. Give us a week at least, right? I mean, if you're the kind of person that grinds like a crazy person and you already did everything already, that is what it is. That's you. But most people are not gonna have the time to do a limited time event already, especially when we have no resources to use it with. We still had this banner. How many people actually, like, I didn't even hit the pity for this? Yeah, luckily I got her early, so I'm good. But still, I wouldn't mind getting extra copies. It does seem like extra copies of the characters are going to be quite beneficial overall. But for right now, there is a universal like element to improve your awakening level. So luckily, it looks like I don't need copies of a character, so I can move on my banner. But yeah, too much here. While we're here on the summoning page, let's talk about another thing that I really think they should improve, and that's the summoning animations. I already did my summons because I actually recorded this and it was way too long. I'm going to try to be faster this time. But, so I've already pulled on this banner. Okay. My pity's pretty high and I do want to get her. So I'm like, alright, I'm going to pull on this banner too. So I am going to use my premium currency here. Don't cringe, guys. I know we really need her too, but we have a long time for this. We have 2 weeks still for this banner. This one we have 10 days, so a little bit less. I just want to hit this pity and then we'll move on. To this one. So, alright. You want to do a 10 pull, right? Okay. Yes, I'm gonna do it. Don't judge me, guys. We're using our premium currency for summoning. So, okay, this. I don't want to do this draw star thing. I want to skip. But if I hit skip, it goes straight to just the 10 pull. Doesn't show any other animation at all. But let me show what I wish it would do. I wish they would get rid of this, for one. This is just silly. Like, I don't want to make there be a random design on my screen. I don't really care. So, okay, here is where we should always see, no matter what. We should see the color change. And a purple. And if it goes to orange, we're really happy. Okay, it didn't go to orange. Now we skip to the end, because we're like, meh, whatever, I don't care about seeing all these animations. That would make sense, right? But I want to see the spinny. I want to see the blue change to purple, change to orange before I decide if I'm going to skip the whole thing. So maybe some sort of difference with where that skip button is placed, or not having to do the weird astrolabe thing that has nothing to do. I don't know. I guess some people might think it's fun to draw patterns, but if anything, we just want to skip that. But we don't want to skip the actual suspense of, alright, is there going to be a legend or not? That's one thing I really think is a simple fix. That would be kind of just a simple little, okay, this is the time to skip. And just a mini quality of life improvement. One simple fix, I think, is the upgrade costs of some of the stuff. Just seems insane. So here we are. Alright. I think the dispatch would be really helpful to have more than just 2 right now, okay? It's early on. 80,000 credits feels like an insane amount for upgrading something only to level 3? It's not like it's that crazy already. Like, I don't know. So yeah, we have to upgrade the director's office too, which I don't see much of a point. This is like your town hall or something. You have to upgrade that before you can upgrade everything else to level 3. So I don't know, everything feels too much. Like, it doesn't feel like it's that hard to get this resource. We seem to have enough of this to do the upgrades, but the actual credits themselves, which are the same credits that we use, which I have a lot of now because we just got some resources with the new restart of the day, sort of. But it just feels like so much. I mean, right now, I'm okay. Like I said, I have enough today. But yesterday, it just, like, been wanting to upgrade this. This is something that seems important. But we can't even get to that because we have to do this first, which makes sense. I get this whole style. But this costs 40,000, and that cost 80,000? Like, I don't know. It just seems a little steep so far compared to how much we're actually getting. Now, I'm gonna do it because my characters are already at their max for the moment. Ugh, I hate that. That felt like too much. Yeah. But yeah, I think the costs are a little high for these buildings in particular. I also noticed an imbalance of difficulty versus where we are. So, Arc Task, for example, we had to, when we went from easy, and then, when we're on normal, we had to wait till hard. Like, we had to wait until we had troop level 30. And by the time I hit troop level 30, my power was way beyond this. And it was so easy, you would like just one-shot everything instantly. So I found it weird that from normal, it was super, super easy. And then we couldn't even try hard, even though we could handle it, because we didn't reach the troop level. I don't know, it just seems imbalanced. Just one comment I really think here is there's like an imbalance of difficulty versus where you're at in the game. Like next one is we have to be level 50, but only level 30. We have only 14,000 power. I'm at like 17 or 19,000 power, maybe more now. So this doesn't seem to really align that well if people are actively building their characters. So maybe a little bit of a balance check would be helpful for that area of the game. Alright, we're going into a battle. Now the battle area, there's a massive lack of information. Something we definitely need to talk about is a lack of information. So we're going in, we're about to face some enemies. The very first time we face a new enemy, we get this screen, right? So okay, you can read about it, cool. Or maybe you accidentally skip it and you're like, oh crap, wait, can I see that again? Number one, no one's gonna memorize this entire thing and remember exactly which enemy it was for every single time, right? So okay, let's do our formation, it's fine. Let's get into the fight. Alright, what does that guy do again? Pause? Oh wait, pause doesn't really do anything. Settings? Turn down our music. Can I click on him? Right click on him? No. There's no battle information. This kills me. Actually, I was sort of wrong. When you click that pause button, it actually does allow you to long press on the enemies to see the details. There's a couple ways that you can either quick I think, click them and it shows like a brief description. If you long press on them, it actually shows more details. But it doesn't make that very obvious that's even a thing. I did see in the settings it said turn on or off long press for info, so I think that's kind of how I figured out. But even still, I still would much prefer when you pause to have a battle screen pop up and just see everything in a much more organized format. Here also, with lack of adjustments, the sound effects, oh my god. There's nothing more annoying than the voices during a battle when it's on 2x speed especially. But then if you turn off your sound effects for the voice and it rolls into story mode, you have no voices for the story. So a separation within the settings here is just another informational quality of life feature I really think they should add. But back on the topic of battles and lack of information. You guys probably remember there was a stage where we were fighting, I think like the Olivia, and we had to use those organites that were like the diamond floaty things. And it's like, use the right one in the right order depending on what's happening in the battle. What? There's nowhere to click to remember which color does what. Now I think like the orangish yellow one like knocked back the enemy. There was like a blue or green one that like froze the enemy. But you can't freeze her. Okay, when can I use that? When can I freeze her? Can I freeze her? There was no information. I want to quickly note the CP penalty, as people are calling it, our power penalty. One thing that has been noticed is if you are in the red, you don't have as much power as your enemy, you take dramatically more damage. I guess that game Nikki, I think it's called, I don't play it, I don't know, it has the same thing. That CP penalty shouldn't matter. Like, we shouldn't have an insane disadvantage just because your power is 100 less than the enemy. There's apparently a really big CP penalty that everyone is upset about because it makes it near impossible to win a battle if you are in the red, even if it's only by a tiny bit. That absolutely needs to change. Okay, back on the topic of a lack of information, reset timers. Okay, once we're done with our dailies, you can see how much longer before they're gonna reset. Cool. But what about when you're in the middle of them? There's no timer to let you know how much time you have left before they reset. Just like the weeklies here. How much more time do I have for the weeklies? When does the weekly change? Does it change on Sunday? Is it my time midnight? Is it the game's time at midnight? Is it 5 o'clock in the morning? Is it 8 o'clock in the we don't know. The daily and the weekly need a timer, maybe down here in this blank gray spot, to let us know when things are going to switch. It doesn't mean we've already done it. We need to know when they're gonna switch before we've done it, in case you're like, I haven't done my dailies yet today. Wait, how much time do I have left? If you still have your dailies here on this screen, you can't see that time to reset. That's an absolute must-have. I don't know how this is so weird to me. Luckily, they're fast, but still. And then continuing your thoughts of lack of information. All right, we have a new character banner. Let's say, all right, I think I'm pulling for her, right? Yeah. What does she do? We don't know. You can't click her anywhere. This just goes to this. If you find her in your roster section, it just goes to this. Like, we need to be able to see characters' skills. Give us some sort of index. Like, I thought that might actually be, I noticed here there's this guide section that's cool. And they talk about the characters, unless I'm missing something. Like, you can actually click some of these characters. Okay, cool. Oh wait, nope, let's have a picture. What does, okay, that's her weapon. You can't see what the characters do anywhere. And if you're gonna pull on a banner, it should be very easy to click the character, open up their skill sets, and see what you think of them. That's gonna make you decide if you want to pull for a character or not. So that's another one that I'm just like, wait, how is this not even in the game? It doesn't even, like, I cannot comprehend, cannot compute. But alright. This video ended up longer than I expected, but even though I talked about everything pretty quickly, I feel like sadly, the list of things I like versus the things that need to be fixed, well, the list of things that need to be fixed is quite a bit longer. Now, I'm not saying that outweighs my enjoyment of the game. I'm loving the game anyway. I'm still playing daily. Really, really, really like it. And I really hope that they heed some of our requests for this game improvement. But on that note, I think I'm going to wrap up with this thought, and it'll be funny to transition to my next video. The last thing I'd say, I'm sure I'm forgetting a million things. Let me know in the comments below, what do you want to see fixed in this game? Maybe the devs will read it. Maybe someone will see my video and they will also read your comments and get some more thoughts on improving their game. But let's wrap it up with this. We don't have energy. The dailies are way too fast, which is good, but the whole game itself just feels like you're done. So, good or bad, depending on how you see this, this game is the kind of game where you're literally done in 5 to 10 minutes. That could be bad for some people, that can be good for some people. If you want to play this as your only game, you're like, what the hell, now what do I do? I feel like maybe it's just because I have to open up more things, but even still, if I open up more things, unlock more stuff, I don't necessarily have energy to do it, do I? Some of these, yes, but not all of them are daily, and not all of them you can progress daily. So I feel like it's a little bit too quick to some people's eyes. Or maybe I actually like that. I don't know. We'll talk about that in my other video too, but yeah, the extremely quick gameplay. You do a few things and you're just like, wait, that's it? I'm done? That's all I can do today? Alright. That's all for today's video. Again, apologize for sounding ranty and this being a negative video, but that is the point of this video. I'm just trying to give some constructive criticism about things that could really help this game. I'm sure I missed some things, guys. I know I did, but I really love this game, and I really hope that it does well, and I hope when it goes global, it does amazing, because I want to keep playing it. I really like it. Even with all these things I just said, I still really like it, but hope you guys do too. That's all for today's video, and I'll see you in the next one. I will be live on Twitch tonight, March 1st, playing Honkai Star Rail. Stay tuned for other streams as well, Wednesdays and Fridays every week, plus additional ones. I might also play some Higan.